Hi there and welcome back to the multi-threading series. In our previous episode, we have just explored how concurrency works in Java with respect to CPU cores, and we have also demoed it through a simple thread-based class. In case you missed the second episode, you can find the link in the description I have provided. And coming back to today's video, we will explore about different ways of creating a thread in Java. Also, we will go through the entire life cycle of a thread. Before deep diving, please subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed so that you please stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Java is supporting this multi-threading natively from its very first version, that is JDK 1.0. Java provides Runnable Interface and a class called thread. These two were used to create threads and maintain them. In later versions like Java 5, Java 8 and 21, it has provided advanced classes to create threads. These advanced classes provides efficiency to the threads, also control or safe operations on shared resources. So coming back to the thread creation, we can create threads in old fashion using a runnable interface or extending the thread class directly. Remember, the class thread also internally implements the runnable interface. This runnable interface provides a method called run method. So whenever we write our custom class using runnable or thread, we have to override this run method and we'll put that essential code in this block or this run method which needs to be run through threads. Similarly, the thread class provides a method called start, which is generally responsible for registering our thread with thread scheduler and starting of the thread. Let's go through these two code examples quickly. Here we have defined two classes, that is myThread and myRunnable. MyThread class is extending the thread class and myRunnable class is implementing runnable interface. And as we discussed just before, we have implemented the run method in both the classes. So difference in both the cases is the way we create the thread. In the first case, we are using the custom class myThread t1 equal to new myThread. Whereas in our second case, we are using a thread class to declare the thread object, that is thread t1 is equal to new thread, and as a constructor argument we are passing new myRunnable, right? And the second argument is worker thread name. You can try these code examples in your system, and this is how we write or we create the threads in old fashion. Now let's see the alternative ways or new ways of thread creation. So Java 5 or 8 onwards, you can use Lambda expression, you can use executor framework, you can also use CompletableFuture, and in Java 21 there is something called virtual threads. You can use virtual threads also to create threads. These are not just only new ways of thread creation, but these approaches, each and every approach has special ability or special efficiency it adds up. In our upcoming videos, we will go each and every way of thread creation in depth, so don't worry about it. So for now, let's quickly go through each approach. The first approach is using Lambda expression, which came in Java 8, right? So here we are utilizing Lambda expression for run method, since runnable is an functional interface. So while creating thread, we are passing Lambda expression as an argument to the thread class. And the second approach is we can use executor framework, which came in Java 5. So ExceutorService is a Java framework which manages and controls a pool of threads. So this is useful when we need a bunch of threads execute the task asynchronously. So it helps to avoid manually creating and managing the threads. The one more or the third approach is we can use CompletableFuture, which came in Java 8. CompletableFuture allows us to run the task again asynchronously. For example, in your program, if you need to call 3 different APIs and you need to wait until they respond back, right? You don't know when the responses are coming back. So in such cases, you can go for CompletableFuture. So whenever we create threads using CompletableFuture, they will do and combine multiple computations without blocking our main thread. And the final approach is you can also use virtual threads. These virtual threads are introduced recently in Java 21 as part of Project Lombok. The objective of this virtual thread is to enable high concurrency by avoiding the traditional voice threads. You may not get it fully. I have already made one video on virtual threads. You can go through to get understand virtual threads in depth. Find the video link for the virtual threads here in the info section or in the description. So guys, that is all about thread creation in new ways from Java 5 or Java 8 onwards. We will continue this video on thread lifecycle in our next part. Until then, take care and see you in the next.